Shall we?
Right.
Let's shoot right here.
Well, I'll just go over there. Help you.
Thank you. Honey, I'm going to get them out front so you can have some privacy. I'll call. Thanks. Well, okay.
You ready?
Ready for a big meeting. Here we go.
I think I've broken the Harper's code. If I can just get my hands on the Crawford file, I'll be able to answer the questions Franny has about Darryl.
Hal, please don't put yourself in any more danger because of Franny.
Hi, George. How you doing?
My stomach's killing me. I just went by the office. Is the boss here?
No, Anthony had to go someplace. Andy said it was important. He wanted you to drive him, but you weren't here, George. He had to ask one of the other drivers to do it. You know, George, that coffee, it's not going to help your stomach any.
Nothing's going to help my stomach.
George, where have you been?
I was sick again this morning, Mr. Harper. I'm sorry, Harold said you wanted me to drive you somewhere.
Yeah, I got Marty to do it. Harold, this can go back into the vault.
Sure.
I was just up at Hillsboro to see Gavin Kruger. Told him we closed out the balance due on his account.
Well, I bet he was glad to hear that.
Said he's promising to pay us back every cent because he's about to get the proof he needs to get a retrial to prove that Darryl Crawford set him up. Can you believe that one, George? I think being in prison has affected Gavin's brain.
Did you hear the tacky news about Scott?
What news, Lisa?
Well, he has just signed away 3 years of his life to work for that horrible person I cannot stand.
Oh, you're kidding. Well, you came by here last night and he thought his job was in danger.
Yeah, well, not anymore. Look, Margot, on this happy note, I'm going to leave you now, and we'll talk later. Bye-bye.
How's she doing?
Okay, she sends her love to you. Thanks.
Fashion's Barbara Ryan.
Hi, I'm glad you answered. I can't talk long.
Are you driving down tonight?
I'll call you back.
What?
He hung up.
Come in. Hi. Hi, I thought you'd be really busy. I mean, now that you've got this big promotion at Worldwide, I thought you'd be working.
No. Actually, there's something I need to talk to you about.
Oh.
Oh, well, I'll give you two a little space then. Good to see you, Scott.
You too, Barbara.
Come on in.
Something's come up about my past, something that Tom heard, and, well, I'm not very proud of it, but I want you to hear it from me.
Okay. What is it?
2 years ago, in the south of France, I was arrested for drug trafficking. I was carrying a package for Kitty Fielding. I had no idea there was cocaine in it. I swear to you.
Okay. I believe you.
Anyway, the lawyers got the charges dropped, and I heard from Tom and Margaret this morning that I don't have a record with the French police, so the past is in the past. It won't come up again.
How did Tom find out about this, honey?
That's a long story. I really don't want to go into it.
Well, why don't we have dinner together tonight? You go into the whole thing. Tell me all about it. I've missed our time together so much.
Well, I don't know that I can. I promised Lucinda that I'd fly to New York with her.
I booked a flight to Oakdale for this afternoon.
Thank you. It's much better for me this way. I couldn't be on the same plane with them all right now. I need time to think through everything.
I understand. I explained it to your family. Holden, I told you when we first started working together that Dr. Sussman and I would never turn you out on your own until you were ready. And I never go back on my word.
I know.
Hello?
Holden, we were just getting ready to leave for the airport, and we thought we'd come by and say so long until we see you in Luther's Corners.
I need to get the directions to the farm.
Oh, I think it's probably the best if I come pick you up at the airport.
Oh, I appreciate that. Is that all right with you, Holden? Well, our flight arrives at 5:30. Here's the flight.
Okay, I'll be there.
This seems like home to you, and it must be very hard for you to leave it, but I just hope that you remember you're going back to the farm, the place that you used to love, and the people who love you. And I'm going to do everything I can to help you.
Thank you.
We all will. Do you have any questions?
Yeah, one question. I was wondering, what was I doing the night that I got mugged? What was I doing in New York?
I don't think I should be discussing that with the CEO of Walsh.
You know, I don't have to be the competition, Eleanor. If you came back to work at Walsh, we could do this more often.
Yeah, but then we'd never, ever get any work done. Besides, I have to hang around M&A. The way things are going with Holden, I don't know when Lily's going to get back there.
Any more news?
Yeah. He's flying in on a commercial flight with his therapist at 5:30. Seth's going to pick him up.
Why aren't they flying back with the others?
He didn't want to, Kirk. They're just strangers to him.
It's going to be weird seeing him and knowing that he doesn't remember us.
I know.
I get the distinct feeling that something more than Holden is bothering you. Am I right or wrong?
You're right. I need to talk to you, Kirk. It's about my trip when I went to Chicago.
I've seen the file on Kruger. A lot of it's cross-referenced to the Crawford file. Now, I'm sure the Harpers use a code to cover what the payments are really for. I need to have both files to crack it.
Harold! Glad I caught you before you left.
Oh, Anthony, I didn't expect to see you back this afternoon.
I didn't know what to say to Holden when he asked me why he was in New York. I didn't want to lie to him, but I didn't think I should be dumping the truth on him and Lily after everything they've been through.
Well, you weren't lying. I mean, you weren't expecting him, Seth. But I don't think Lily is ready to tell Holden about the argument that they had.
Oh, come on, Ivy. You know, and I know that that's not the reason that he came to New York. It's because he found out that Aaron was Julie and his son. Now, how long do you intend to keep that little bit of information to yourself?
Do you honestly think that Lily is ready to hear the truth now?
How long have I been asleep?
Well, not very long. How are you doing?
I feel so helpless, Emma. I would do anything if I could give Holden his memory back.
I know. You have to remember that we have Holden back. And we have to accept him the way he is. We have to help him rebuild a new life.
I just wish that my last memory of us together wasn't that awful argument. If it weren't for that, he wouldn't have gone down to New York.
Lily, you can't blame yourself for what happened in New York.
I can't help it. That is the reason he went down there. I drove him out of the house. I just don't understand why New York.
We better get started or we won't have time to see my family before we go to the airport.
I'm almost afraid to leave this place.
I know. It's natural for you to feel that way. But it's time for you to move on.
I hope so.
Holden, this is a start of a whole new life. And I'm going to be with you every step of the way. I'm going to help you make that transition. Come on.